Hello, welcome to another late night in New York with Keith Edwards, where we're talking about the news after midnight. But I wanted to bring this to you the second I saw it. Donald Trump was seen putting a mystery pill into his mouth, and my God, I know we shouldn't be mean, but what the hell is happening here? Look at that face, Jesus Christ. All right, not the point, but what I wanted to show you is this. Now, there's a lot of speculation around what this could be. It could be a pill. It could be a medication. It could be simply a Tic Tac. We're going to go through it all right now. And then I also have this stupid photo of Sarah Huckabee Sanders. That is just detestable. But let's get to this first. And I have reaction from the photographer around what they thought after they took this photo. So here is Adam Cochran explaining what this could be. Busted? Award-winning photographer Andre Kudaki catches Trump popping pills at the U.S. Open. The problem, it doesn't match his prescribed medications. That little blue chew likely proves Trump's failing health. Oh my. Or paints the horrifying image of an affair. Oh my God. Okay. Officially, the president takes two prescription medications, Crestor and ezetimibe. Ezetimibe? I don't know. Neither are a match, especially when held between the teeth. Sildenafil chews, aka chewable generic Viagra, something that is increasingly easy to get in America through discreet channels. Looks very similar. Oh my God, that looks very similar. Now, your first thought is probably, oh, sweet Jesus, no, poor Caroline. But Viagra is also prescribed in cases where someone has pulmonary arterial, oh my God, I should never be a doctor. I cannot read these words. Arterial hypertension. I'm so sorry. An early and major cause of heart failure that can also increase the risk of strokes. Its symptoms include uniform bilateral swelling of the legs, unlike CVI, which is often asymmetrical. And of course, here is Donald Trump and his lovely kinkles. Intermittent swelling of the neck from jugular venous distension and a hoarse voice, much like post-stroke dysarthria. Okay, and that's what we see here. And of course, intense chronic fatigue. And Donald Trump, of course, couldn't stay open during the U.S. Open, so that's also symptom checked. Ching. All right. More than 10% of these patients have a stroke, and up to 25% of PAH patients experience a TIA. That stroke risk rises year over year with worsening condition, so an elderly PAH patient could find themselves at a high risk of stroke. After an acute event such as stroke, AFib, or MI heart attack, these patients are often on Holter monitors for an extended period to monitor their heart rhythm and health. Okay, so this is something I did not make a story on, but there was some speculation that after Donald Trump, remember he came back, his like, I'm alive speech. He came back to do a press conference about how they're moving some space station to Alabama. Well, people were saying that the stuff that were in here were signs of this heart monitor. So there's, as you can see, there's this thing here, and there's also this strange pilling here on a suit. Could be nothing. Again, we can't trust this administration at all. Okay, and if patients have a positive, another fun word, vasoreactivity. Oh, I think I did that right. Vasoreactivity test would be on CCB, something we suspect Trump is on due to the changes in his blood pressure. We could also expect some swelling in the hand and fingers in patients receiving frequent IVs as part of the treatment that would cause hand bruising, both of which we've seen repeatedly in Trump and align with his monthly hand bruising around the 22nd to 25th of each month. So every day we learn something new. It seems the president's cardiovascular health is failing and that an acute event, likely a stroke, has left him with mild impairments. Yes, it's probably likely the president of the United States had a stroke and they're not telling us. And that the White House continues to hide it, which is they're saying here. Since the president's schedule says he is returning to the White House tonight and the First Lady is not resigning there, then it rules out the other legitimate case of Viagra. Ooh. So MAGA can either admit the president could be having an illicit affair in the White House in which case, I expect the Bill Clinton level of impeachment treatment, yeah, or they are hiding his medications and potentially a PAH stroke from the American people. They're definitely hiding his health. They're definitely hiding the health. And once again, incredible praise to someone who has pointed this out. Okay. So, we also have the photographer's reaction to this. Photographer Andrei Kudaki snapped the president watching the men's final between Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz on Sunday. The photo shows the president flanked by the White House press secretary, as you see there. Kudaki claimed Trump was, quote, taking a tablet in a post on X. However, when contacted the database on Sunday, Kudaki admitted he was not sure what the object was. He said, I don't know what it was specifically. I said it was a tablet, and as that works for both a mint or a tablet. Okay, so this is what Altoids look like. And it could very well be that. It could very well be that. It could also be this Viagra drug. It could be either one. Now, it would be nice if the photographer could let us know if he chewed on this. Well, I guess the Viagra thing he chews too. So, we don't know. Now, Christopher Webb says this: blue pill, Viagra, the little blue pill, Adderall, focus booster, ADHD med, college hustle drug, Valium, chill out pill for anxiety, Zoloft, antidepressant staple, Ambien, sleep on demand, oxycodone, opioid painkiller with a dark reputation. It could be literally any of those things. It could be any of those, or it could be a mint. You let me know what you think it is. Now, I want to just end with this because this is what happens. That was God trying to stop me from saying something mean about Pam Bondi. Well, you can't stop me. This is what happens when you don't have gay people in your life who love and respect you. This is an offense of the senses, what she is wearing. Colors that don't match. Prints that don't go together. Here's a clear... Oh my God. It looks so bad. The collar coming out. It's just not good. I'm sorry. And I guess, if you don't like that I'm judging her outfit, I'm sorry. We're, in the middle of authoritarianism. I can have a little bit of fun, okay? And this woman's fucking awful. She dressed fucking awful. At least she's dressing how she is, which is good. How you dress should be a reflection to the world of who you are. This is a fucking awful person who's dressed fucking terribly. So, hats off to Pam Bondi for at least telling the truth for once through your outfit. And I'm just going to finish with this because someone alleged, and I think this is actually quite smart, because Trump walked out, as did most of his crew, only about 90 minutes into this match, and they weren't sure if he was going to come back or not. Here's that happening. Okay, so he left. And so this was a very smart thought. He got his off-the-book meeting with Bondi. This was never about tennis. This was an excuse to meet with Bondi without it being obvious. They were discussing the fallout of the Epstein files and the deputy chief admitting to redacting Republican names. Some food for thought. Well, I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being with me here late at night. And see you tomorrow.